Okay. So this is what used to be my craft room. It's now like sort of Adele's room. We're getting ready to get a shed, so all of this we're waiting to pick it up. So all this stuff is kind of like going to go out in the shed. That's what we're waiting for. But I only had this teeny tiny little closet space, and that just I outgrew that pretty quickly. So my old system before I revamped it, I was using a lot of these. Like these all came out of the craft room when I revamped it, and a couple of those plastic things. And so those may work, but for me, I started just kind of like shoving things in there. I don't know. And so I just switched it around. Okay, so here is the sewing room. Here's my new bright space. So the way I have it set up is like this is where I cut, like sort of in a ergonomic space, right? So there's my cutting table, which is a kitchen island. And it's great because like I just lay my rulers there. I mean, this you could put like paper towel on, but actually I hang like long strips on it. This is my little laundry pop-up basket for all my cutting scraps and stuff that I can use for dog beds or stuff or whatever. Donate, use for compost actually. And then there's my sewing machine, the brand new baby I bought last summer. And I used to sew on this table and it was totally fine. Actually, I quite loved it. But then I wanted something where I could like put things in the side. So that's kind of where I keep my thread. Here's tools that I need access to, like my seam ripper, gum, you always need gum, binding tool, like extra needles. My sewing machine kind of little cleaning kit. That's handy there. And then I made this maker mat where I keep really accessible tools. It's kind of a pain because I always have to flip it up to get into this drawer, but I really like it. So I just kind of deal with it. So I kind of have things divided up. Like this is hand sewing needles. I use these cheap little, what are they? They're for like painting your toenails or whatever. That's where I put some bobbins in. Right now, all my bobbins are like empty, but extra bobbins for extra fabric, I stick in there, and that works really well because then you don't get like this stringy mess, which you can see I'm kind of lazy with. Threaders. This is seam stuff. This is for what is that for? This is for like finger pressing seams. So bobbins, and then this is extra. This is glue and disc that I have, this is for my quilting gloves. Extra, this is where I keep old razor blades that after I've used them, I don't throw them out because then I can cut paper or other crap with my rotary cutter. So I kind of save those. And then my pressing area. So it's like 1, 2, 3, like cut, sew, press, cut, sew, press. And then this, I feel like in any space, I have loved having like using the curtain rod. So you could use pant hangers to hang stuff. Like this is a quilt that I'm going to hand quilt here pretty soon. I'm doing some other stuff right now, but that's next on my hand sewing list. And then this I bought off of Amazon. It's like flannel. And then this way I hung it from the curtain, you can see, and you can like it's sticky, so fabric will stick to it. But you know what? I paid like $20 for this, and if you went to Salvation Army and got a flannel back tablecloth, it would do exactly the same thing. I love having this corkboard here. Eventually, I'm going to take down these. This is a work in progress, but I like because I can stick things, and I feel like this is that too. Like it's kind of just a mood board. Sometimes I put pictures, visions, patterns, discounts. And it's like padded and I can just stick pins in it. Right now it's got my color wheel on it. And let me show you what I just did in the closet. I hang blocks everywhere. That washi tape is like the best stuff crafting in the world. So blocks get stuck on walls, and I put these in with these little hangers just to hang. These are like mismatched blocks that I don't know, that like didn't make it into a quilt or that I didn't finish. They're just kind of hanging there. But this is the big thing that I did. So my original system in here did not have this. I had like these IKEA shelves and everything was kind of really, so I got this really organized. These are organized by color. These are like my fabric, so rainbow color. So here's red, and I have it labeled red. So here's my larger cuts. And then here is green. There's my fat quarters. And then I have my scraps all like in a little plastic bag. I don't know how well that's going to work. I like things open, but we'll see. And then these are my works in progress. So each project that I'm like on my way, that I've cut or that is in the works or going to be in the works, I have in one of these individual things. Like this is all my mask making supplies. This, I don't even know where I got this. Actually, I got this at the girls' retreat last year. I think I think it was free somewhere. But I think, and I don't know, I love it. It holds all kinds of little like bits and bobbins. This is like extra binding. This is, I save like kind of this ribbon that my fabric comes in because it's really cute to wrap stuff in. It's like, it's twill. Washi tape, labels. I mean, just mismatched stuff that just would get thrown in a drawer. And it has another side for me to do more stuff on. But I am loving that system right there. So this is where I keep the fabric. Like this is, so I have it divided by color, but then I also have designers. Like Heather Ross is one of my favorite fabric designers. I have a lot of her fabric. I keep that separate. Ruby Star Society, I keep that separate. Tula Pink, she's not one of my favorite designers. I'm going to do something with her fabric eventually. I have a shit ton of it. But you can see like I do save my 2.5-inch squares and my 5-inch squares because I do a lot of stuff with that. And this is like extra kind of pre-cut fabric. My basting pins I have labeled. Oh, here's my labeler. So I've got that. And then here's where my books are, magazines. These are ones that I access often, that I look to all the time. I cannot suggest enough subscribing to, if you're interested in quilting, the Love Patchwork and Quilting. It has really, really modern quilting. It's out of UK. It's expensive, but it's amazing. And then these, so up top is stuff that I don't use as much. Batting for quilting. And then you can see I have like these odd fabrics that I have labeled there, like OB and then burlap, vinyl. This is cloth making. This is like extra craft stuff. So glue guns, yarn. I don't really crochet, but I have some for hand tying. And then, so here's like my patterns for making clothes. So I try to keep that stuff separate because it's like a different craft. And then here's other, like there's my hand sewing needles. Here's fasteners. Here's like buttons and bag making supplies. And then this is actually extra storage. I have what I'm going to do with that, but I have a little extra stuff there. And then this is like, I love doing this. I just thought about this for larger cuts. This is like 2-meter cuts of fabric or more. Christmas fabric, like clearly that's in a cloth thing. I don't even remember what I put in there anymore. I think it's my dad's shirts that I'm eventually going to make my own like flannel quilt out of. These are projects that maybe someday I will get back to. They're in progress, but probably not anytime soon. So I put them there. Maybe I'll finish them. Maybe I'll give them away. Who knows? So, and this, I love this. This is my wheelie table. So actually I like wheeling it over, and then it's like a little station for my pressing, so it doesn't always have to be on my board. So my spray bottles usually on here. This is called a tailor's clapper. This gives you amazing, nice press seams. And then I do like this wheelie thing. So like when I want to put all this stuff away, I can, because I like having things put away. And that's extra interfacing is in that drawer. I use that a lot. And then this is like extra projects that I also may get back to, but they're smaller ones. So that's just a tour of my sewing room. Oh, this is all the stuff that's coming to you here soon. I've got 2 bags of that. Oh, and then this is like my sewing journal. This is where I keep track. These 2 books is where I keep track of all of my projects and all my notes. So I have a record, my big book. And then this is just like maybe coupons, or I like to keep like this cardboard. I use it for a million things. So I kind of save that. Oh, and then let me show you inside here just real fast. So this is where I used to keep my fabric scraps, but now that they're over in that other area, these are these cool little design boards that I made. They're made out of like foam core board. and batting. And what they're great for, I was thinking they'd be great for your students and for you, is like fabric sticks to them, right? It's like sticky. Like, I don't know if you can see that. So fabrics, it'll stick to it, and then you can kind of move things around, design it however you want to, and then carry it with you to the sewing machine and then to the pressing machine so I don't fuck up the blocks. That's awesome. So she actually sells these, but she has a tutorial. Her name's Lori Holt. You just need batting scraps, some fabric, and some of that foam cordboard, and an X-Acto knife and a glue gun. So there's my apron. I see more blocks on the wall. So I kind of, these are great for fabric weights, like if you use just canned goods to like weigh down your fabric when you're cutting it, or strips of fabric I like to wrap around here too. So I kind of use everything in the house. But here's what I can tell you. I paid $40 for that. I think I paid $100 for that IKEA desk, and I really, really like it. It's small. It's like, I really like that. That was given to me free. This given to me free. I did buy all of this plastic stuff. Like that's $1. These were maybe $4.99. So I think most of my investment is in this plastic stuff, but I hope that gives you an idea just of what, like my thought process, how I organize my space in order to help you process how you organize yours. This is way longer than 5 minutes. Sorry about that. It's 11. Love you. Bye.